Hello friends, in this video I will explain the second unit of block 1 of ms-2. Okay, so this is ms-2 ms-2 management of human resource, and the second block, this is, sorry, it's not second block, this is the first block. First block name of the block is human resource management, context, concept and boundaries. Okay, and this is second unit, and the name of this unit is the concept and functions of human resource management. So let's start. So the first topic which I'm going to explain is that is the concept of human resource management. Okay, what is it, human resource management? So as you can see here you can see human resource management is a strategic approach to the acquisition, motivation, development of the organization's human resources. Okay, so it is a strategic approach. Strategy means this is a decisive approach by which human resource manager acquire, motivate, and develop the human resource, means the people working in the organization. They develop means they develop the people, and they uh, make people to work in the organization by motivating them. Okay, so that's why here you can see HRM is a strategic approach to acquisition, means to uh, acquire them, to acquire the people, motivate the people, and development of the organization's human resources. Okay, HRM is a proactive rather than reactive, that is always looking forward to what needs to be done and then doing it, rather than waiting to be told what to do about recruiting, paying or training people, or dealing with employee relations problem as they arise. Okay, so human resource management is a proactive. Proactive means taking decisions by carefully observing the means the people working in the organization, and then deciding what steps to be taken, and then take the decisions to uh, better improvement of the people working in the organization. Okay, now here it is given the important assumption of human resource management. So what are the important assumptions, okay, on which human resource management uh, course is based? So here concept assumptions are given. First assumption is that the members of an organization are reservoirs of untapped resources. Okay, so members of the organization are reservoirs of untapped resources, means the people working in the organization, they have the potential, and that potential can be utilized by the use of human resource management. Okay, second is there is a scope for unlimited development of these resources. So the human resources, whatever it is present in the organization, that can be, developed unlimited, means the scope for unlimited development of these resources, means human resource can be developed without any limitation. Okay, the way it is required in the organization, that type of uh, development can be done on human resource. Okay, third is it is more in the nature of the self development than development trust from outside. So what is this? It is more in the nature of the self development. So human resource means developing the people working in the organization. Okay, then fourth here is given the organization also undergoes development with the overall benefits along with the development of its members. Okay, so organization also undergo development, so with the overall benefits along with the development of its members. So what this fourth number is telling, that with the development of its members, the organization also develops. Okay, if the people working the organization are developing, it means organization is also developing. The fifth number is given, top management takes the initiative for human resource. Now here as you can see here, the top management takes the initiative for human resource management. Okay, the top management takes the initiative, formulate necessary plans and the strategies, and create an overall climate and support for its implementation. If the top management is not supporting, okay, then in that case human resource strategies cannot benefit the organization. So for properly implementing the strategies of human resource or developing the people or the human resource in the organization, it is required that the top management takes the initiative for HR, human resource management. Okay, then after it is about the objective of human resource management. So the primary objective of human resource management to ensure the availability of competent and willing workforce to an organization. Okay, so willing and competent. So competent means the people who are able to perform the job properly. So those are competent employees or workforce, and willing also. Okay, because if they are not willing to work, whether they are competitor or not, then the organization cannot benefit from those workforce. So that's why it is very important that the workforce should be competent as well as willing to work. Okay, then the next here it is given the other objectives are here given, societal, organizational, functional and personal. Okay, so one by one I will explain. First here it is about societal objectives. So what is the societal objective of human resource management? The societal objective are socially and ethically responsible for the needs and challenges of the society. It means human resource manager should decide and develop the people in the organization according to source and ethic, according to social values and ethical values. Okay, the next here is organizational objectives. So human resource manager should here as it is given, the organizational objectives recognize the role of human resource management in bringing about organizational effectiveness. Okay, so organizational objective meaning, so human resource management is responsible, okay, in bringing about organizational effectiveness. If any organization has to be effective, then human resource manager should be responsible for that. Okay, they should implement the strategy and so that organizational human resource can be effective. Okay, so now next here it is given functional objective. Next it is functional objective. Okay, so human resources are to be adjusted. Now you can functional objective, human resources are adjusted to be adjusted to suit the organization's demands. So whatever things are required, whatever functions are required by the organization, accordingly the human resource, the people working in the organization should adjust. Okay, and that is the work of the human resource manager to adjust the people in the organization so that can achieve the objectives of the organization. Next here fourth number is personal objective. So personal objective assist employees in achieving their personal goals, at least insofar as as these goals enhance the individual's contribution to the organization. Okay, so here personal objective means assist employees. So human resource managers should assist employees in achieving their personal goal, because if personal goal is related to the organization, then in that case human resource manager should assist employees in that case. Okay, because if employees are not happy, if they are not motivated, then they cannot work properly, and if they cannot work properly and effectively and efficiently, then the organization's goal cannot be achieved. So that's why it is very important that the HR manager should help or assist employees in achieving their personal goal. Okay, so that they can enhance, okay, so that they enhance the individual's contribution to the organization. So personal objective of employees must be met if they are to be maintained, retained, and motivated. As I already told, means if their personal objectives of employees are fulfilled, then in that case only they can be maintained to the organization, can be retained in the organization, and can be motivated. Okay. So next topic here is human resource functions. Okay. So just now I explained about the human resource objective, and now here it is human resource function. What are human resource functions? So so human resource function here, human resource planning, here, human resource functions. First here, human resource planning. So what is human resource planning in this function? Means because human resource planning is a type of function in which the number and type of employees needed to accomplish organizational goals are determined. The basic human resource planning strategy is staffing and employee development. So human resource planning means how many number of employees and what type of employees are required for the organization, for the organization to achieve its goal. Okay. So to acquire that much number of employees and that type of employees, that is the meaning of human resource planning. Okay. So here under human resource planning comes a staffing and employee development. Staffing means recruiting people, selecting people. Okay. And here employee development means uh, for employee development it comes the training, what type of training is required for the employees or the workforce in the organization. That also comes under human resource planning. Okay. Next it is job analysis. So what is job analysis? Job analysis is the process of describing the nature of a job and specifying the human requirements such as skills and experience needed to perform it. Okay. So the job analysis is the process of describing what type of job, okay, the nature of the job, so what type of job it is, so and specifying the human requirements for that job is job analysis. For example, for driving a car or driving a vehicle. Okay. The job is the job type it is driving a car, and the nature of the job is to the person should the nature of the job is just driving the vehicle on the road. Okay, that is the nature of the job. And here second given specifying the human requirements. So human requirements of whether the person is able to drive the vehicle in a proper way or not, whether the person follows the traffic rules or not. So these are the specification, okay, required of human or human resource, you can say. So what are the skills required for doing any particular job? So that type of analysis is done in job analysis. Okay. And the end product of the job analysis process is the job description. So here now you see job analysis, the process of describing the nature of the what type of job it is, and the end result is the job description. Okay. Then next here it is given as staffing. This is the third function of HR, human resource function. This is third human resource function. This is for staffing. A staffing means, yeah, staffing emphasizes the recruitment and selection of human resources for an organization. Okay, staffing means recruiting the people for the organization and recruiting people and selecting people for different works in the organization. Okay, here is your own selection. Human resource functionaries are involved in developing and administering methods that enable managers to decide which applicants to select, okay, and which to reject. Selection is the recruiting means simply emphasize the recruiting and selection. And on selection, human resource data, which one to select means if any human requirement is there in any organization, and if so many people applied, okay, so out of those people, so who is going to be selected, that is done in the selection process, and who is going to be rejected also. So next here it is given orientation. So orientation is the first step toward helping a new employee just adjust himself to new job and the employer. So this is the first thing. Now, first it was the human resource planning. Second, it was job analysis. Third, it was staffing, and the fourth one it is orientation. Orientation means if any individual got selected in any organization, then what type of work? Okay, what type of work culture is there in the organization? So to make that person understand the organizational culture, and so that selected individual can perform the work in an effective way, that happens in the orientation process. Means individuals are made aware of the organization, the work ethics, the work culture, okay, the work skills. They are made aware of these all things of the organizations, okay. So it is a method to acquaint new employees with particular aspect of their new job, including pay and benefit programs, working hours, company rules, and expectation. So these are the things uh, which which are means about which the employees provided the knowledge, means the knowledge about the particular aspect of the new job, so what type of job it is, so they are made aware, okay. Including pay, so what type of pay and benefit programs will be there uh, in the organization for their duty in the organization. Working hours, so what it will be the working hours, and company rules, what are different company rules and expectations, okay. So this is about orientation. Then next comes training and development. So training and development, so here you can see training and development programs provide useful means of assuring that employees are capable of performing their jobs at acceptable levels, okay. So here training and development programs are provided for useful means of assuring that employees are capable of performing their jobs at acceptable levels, okay. So if people are able to work or properly, or if they are able to do their job, then in that case there is no need of training. But if the people are not able to perform the job in an effective way, then in that case it is required that training will be given to the employees, okay. So whether the training is going to be provided or not, that is decided by whether the employees are able to perform the job or not, okay. If they can, then there is no need of training, and if they are not able to perform or are not able to work properly, then training is required. Then next it is uh, development. Here it is given, in addition to providing training for new or inexperienced, organizations often provide training programs for experienced employees whose jobs are undergoing a change, okay. Now here earlier here it is, if new employee, if a new employee is recruited or selected, then in that case that new employee is not knowing how to perform the job or how to work in the organization. So for that, making them aware and making them to do the work for the new, that is the training. And also for inside employees, means the employee who is already working in the organization, if for them, if any training is required, then that is also crucial for the organizational effectiveness. Then the next sixth number human resource function is performance appraisal. So what happens in performance appraisal? This function monitors employee performance to ensure that it is at acceptable levels. So appraisal meaning it is to ensure that the employee, whether the employees are able to perform his or her uh, duty properly or not. Okay, employees are checked by their supervisor, so that a proper level, okay, a proper level is maintained by the workforce. Okay, so that the productivity of the organization is more. So that is the performance appraisal and checking whether performance is required. And one more thing you should also keep that by performance appraisal, managers decide. Okay, managers decide whether any particular employee should be promoted or not. If a performance is better, then the employee is promoted, and if not, then further training is given so that they can perform um, their work in a proper way. Then next here it is career planning. So career planning also it is the function of human resource. So career planning activities include assessing an individual's employee's potential for employees potential for growth and advancement in the organization. So career planning is about the activity include assessing an individual means he in this career planning employees are assessed. Okay, employees are assessed for their potential. So why they are assessed? For their potential for growth and advancement. If they are able to do better work efficiently, they can perform their work, then they can be promoted. Okay, it means they are provided a ladder for career advancement to go to higher post. So next it is compensation. Human resource personnel also provide a rational method for determining how much employees should be paid for performing certain jobs. Okay, so compensation it is about how much employees should be given monetary benefit or health benefit or some other benefits if applicable. Okay, so on what basis? We provide a rational method. Rational means thinking critically. Okay, means okay that whether the individual is able to perform the job in a better way or not. If able to perform better way effectively and efficiently, then that employee should be given more compensation. Okay, and if any employee is not able to work uh, efficiently and effectively, then that person is not going to be comparable with the person who is efficient and effective. Okay, so these things are decided in the compensation process, and this is the function which is performed by human resource manage management. Now next it is the labor relations. With regard to labor relation, the personal responsibility primarily involves negotiating with the unions regarding wages, services, condition, and resolving dispute and grievances. It is about regarding the regard to labor relations. Okay, so how to maintain a proper relation means how to maintain employer-employee relation in a proper way. That is the work of human resource. The next it is record keeping. So human resource manager also record and maintain employee employee data for a variety of purposes. Now you can see here record keeping. This function was recording, maintaining, and retrieving employee related information for a variety of purposes. So many for so many purposes, record of the employees are required. Then after, personnel research. Personnel means related to people. All personnel people engage in some form of research initiative. In a good research approach, the object is to get facts and information about personal specifics in order to develop and maintain a program that works. Okay, it means in the personal research, human resource managers acquire data and information about people working in the organization. Okay, so that decisions about the people can be taken in an effective and efficient manner. Okay, so that it was about human resource functions. So I think it is clear. So in this unit, I explained about two things. So the first thing, it was the objective of human resource management, and the second, it was the human resource functions. Okay, so thank you all. So I will explain about other unit in another video. So thank you. So keep watching.